First and foremost, man, congratulations on the film. It's a lot of fun. I just recently saw it. I think it has a great message. I'm not familiar with the book, but I really like the film. So you play Murphy the Rabbit. Can you describe Murphy for me?
Murphy's just a fun-loving guy who enjoys his job. He's one of the few animals who probably thinks he has it better in captivity. He sits around in a fire truck squirting water, so he's probably right.
Now, why do you think that you were a good fit for the role of Murphy the Rabbit? And is what you saw on screen what you envisioned Murphy to be? Because I know you did the voice recording before anything was shot.
Yeah, well, I mean, what I do is kind of try to put a lot of myself into anything. So I wasn't necessarily like, oh, well, Theo did a great job of kind of being like, be a little more frantic in these moments and be a little more bunny-like in these moments. But for the most part, I just bring a lot of myself. I'm a stand-up comic by trade, so they allow me to improvise quite a bit and throw little jokes here and there and see what they wanted to pick and choose and keep for later. So for me, it was just a lot of fun and standing next to Danny DeVito being like, oh my God.
Now, how were these recording sessions? I mean, did you record individually, or were you allowed to like bounce off of other people?
A little bit of both. So I did a lot of them by myself, but then I did some with Danny as well, and that was a unique experience for me. I never met Danny DeVito before, and I didn't. But he was obviously so talented and great at his job, and he was very helpful to me about giving me different ideas of what it takes to go, and he was very aggressive about it, and I was like, oh man, I did not know you were that aggressive and that you intimidate me like that with that small frame. But he is very intimidating.
I know. I'm not gonna lie, I met Danny DeVito one time, and I agree with you. He's an intimidating dude. Now, can you talk to me about Thea and her directing style and kind of like what she brought to the table for you?
Oh, I mean, she's just such a warm-hearted person and such an intelligent person and seemed to know the direction that she wanted to go, but also was open to letting me play and knew that, you see the cast and it's like amazing and just so crazy that I'm even a part of it. But she knew like, hey, I had talented people here and I should let them do their thing. And so it was a nice mix of both. A lot of, I've been in one or the other where someone was either had such a view that they had blinders on and didn't want to let you be you, or they didn't know what they wanted at all. Right, and so she's wonderful. I'd love to work with her anytime.
Now, what did you want to bring to the role of Murphy that may not have necessarily been on the page?
Oh, just fun and showmanship, really. There's that, like, you see there's so much heart and so much of this, like, I guess a bit of oppression when it comes to dealing with Ivan and some of the other animals in the circus. And I think that it was fun for Murphy to kind of go through this journey of being like, I love it here. I've never known anything different. And then when he finally, I don't want to give anything away, but when things change for him and it's new, it's like a whole new world for him. And I think in anything, I bring a lot of excitement and optimism. And I think that character has a lot of them.
Now, who does Murphy get along with the best out of Mac's circus?
Henrietta. Got to, because he knows that Shaka Khan. So, and my mom would not, my mom wouldn't want it any other way.
Hey man, I'm with you. I'm right there with you. What does Murphy feel about living in the wild? Like, is he for it? I mean, I feel like Murphy's a little hesitant there.
Yeah, I think he's definitely hesitant. There's not on the gravel. There's not a lot of place for his fire truck to go. There's twigs getting in the way. He knew all the routes of the circus, everything that he was going on in the circus. So I think it's definitely intimidating for him, a new journey for him. But I think it'd be fun to see him rise up to that challenge.
Now, it seems like you had a ton of fun making this film. Can you talk to me about maybe one of your favorite memories from the process of making this film?
Oh, one of my favorite memories is just a time where I had to talk while eating. And so then I got to eat a lot of muffins, like a lot of chocolate chip muffins. And I've been on a strict diet recently in my life. So just being forced by my job to eat chocolate chip muffins was a beautiful thing. And I know you probably wanted a better story involving Angelina Jolie or Bryan Cranston, but truly, that chocolate chip muffin day was one of the best days of my year.
I'm all about the chocolate chip muffin day too, man. I'm with that. Now, Can you talk to me about, so there's multiple messages I got from this film. It touches on a lot of things. What are you hoping audiences take away from this film?
Oh, I mean, I think, like you said, there's just so many messages to take away from. But I think it's about, overall, it's just about how we treat, not only animals, and how we treat people, how we treat each other, and how I think it shows a lot of empathy and a lot about freedom and a lot about how your home and your personal space matters for you, and your culture and your background matters for you. And I think that that's a lesson that we need sorely right now, that we have to know that each other's homes and each other's cultures are sacred, and there are things that shouldn't be taken away from us. And I think that's a beautiful message in this film, along with a lot of the environmental messages and just messages and empathy that I really love from this film.
So I gotta switch gears for a second here. One of the best shows that I've seen lately is Harley Quinn, and I want to talk. I want to talk about King Shark for a second. King Shark is great. Is there any like superhero, Marvel, DC character that you'd want to bring to life?
Oh yeah, I'd love to be like a chiller Bishop from X-Men.
Yes, I love Bishop.
Yeah, me too. He does great. Travels through time, does a lot of stuff. He's just like so chill. And I think the more mass I put on my frame, the more likely I can play Bishop. So I'm really excited about that. But I mean, I love being King Shark. Since I'm here, I'll go ahead and continue I have a campaign to put King Shark in the next Injustice video games. I love those video games.
Me too.
And I think they need to they already had, Aquaman had a shark that would bite you in the first one. Put a hoodie on that shark, give him my voice, and let's go.
Yes, and then you could voice that King Shark as well. Oh, that would be the best. But yes, man, I'm with you on Bishop. Now I'm going to start the campaign, Ron Funches for Bishop. I can't wait. But man, thank you so much for your time. I truly appreciate it, Ron. It's been a pleasure talking to you, man.
Oh, absolute pleasure, Joe. So I appreciate it, man.
Take care. Thank you.
Have a good one.
You too.